Eventually, I imagine. Well, guys, we are back here once again with another episode of the Cloud9 podcast, season 9, episode 4. So the World's 2023 playing stage is over. Starting on Wednesday, coming up this week, we will begin the World's 2023 Swiss stage. This is the first year at the World Championship where they will be, changing up the format. We got a taste of it earlier on in this play-in stage. And yeah, I do want to say thank you to every single person who has been watching the show and who watches on the podcasting platforms. But yeah, man, what's up, dude? How you doing?
Doing good. I had 2 tournaments today. First one, not so good. The second one, I came in second place.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, literally. I just got back home about, I want to say 15 minutes ago. I left. It was, both of them were smaller challenges.
Okay.
As I saw, in a sense. I didn't go to the one everybody else was going to. I went to another one that was closer. That was in New York.
Yeah, because I just got home a little bit ago too, and I was like, you know what? Let's just we can start on time and get done, and yeah. So here's the update on the Iron Man podcast. I'm gonna actually most likely do one of these, as a solo video on the channel, actually. So what's gonna end up happening is I'll be doing a video to show you guys where you can find it, because right now I think I made a mistake in not tracking my StreamYard downloads, because like stuff will just upload there. And if I find out that the StreamYard specs on the videos are the same as YouTube's, that's gonna fucking suck, because you can't recover past recordings unless you have the hours available, So that would suck really bad. But we'll find a way to you guys to watch the show. So, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about something else first, and then we're going to start going over League of Legends stuff. But it has been nice to have League of Legends back. It's nice to have competitive League of Legends back and, staying up late and, watching the games and stuff. And last night, I got a few drops because of, Worlds going. Also, if you guys want to watch on Twitch, you could watch on lawesports.com. You do get free stuff for watching there, like free cool emotes and shit.
Yeah.
So, might as well watch there. I got like 3 drops last night, probably some hot ladies, linking me their OnlyFans,
I went to sleep. I went to sleep early.
I literally passed out after game 1. I stood up for GAM, Team Wales. I watched all that. Yeah. And I thought they were playing that PSG and BDS series tomorrow. I thought they were playing it tomorrow.
Nah, it was always gonna be tonight.
See, I totally miscounted that, because I literally thought it was just going to be.
No, I mean technically it was tomorrow. It technically was tomorrow.
I hate you. Oh God, I hate this man, guys.
Because think about it. They started at 11 p.m. I thought it was starting last night, Friday to Saturday. I didn't realize it was Saturday to Sunday. I was like, oh, they're doing it back to back. That's technically it did start the day before. It was just one of those, moments. It'd be crazy like that.
So, man, there's so much to discuss with the playing stage in general and the best of 5s that we saw. But overall, the Swiss stage coming up is going to be interesting too. All those matches that everyone saw that's going to be playing coming up this Wednesday, those are going to be pretty interesting. And I do want to let everyone know this right now, because I'm going to show you guys this really quickly. And this is going to apply after this show. So on most of the podcasting platforms that we're on, I even found out we're on some last night that I didn't even know we were on. So I make sure to, put it in my history, like, hey, we're on this platform too. So what's going to end up happening, if you guys want to watch the Iron Man podcast, is you're going to have to copy and paste my link tree into the search bar, hit enter, okay? And then what'll come up in one of the first 3 links is my YouTube channel, the new one that we have, or that was our new rebranded main channel, right? Then Rumble, and then Twitch. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what it's going to look like right here in just a moment. But Pokemon, I was watching that. I didn't chance to watch everything. I was so busy, but man, would you say it's the same decks doing well again? Because it's always the decks that you say that are going to do well always do well. I think you're writing the script.
To a certain degree. I mean, you know what it is? It's easier to detect the meta in Pokemon than Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! You know the meta.
Right.
But then it's like, all right, cool. What deck's going to win? Pokemon's kind of like you just have to know which one. Because it's and the thing is too, it's all about a lot of times is it because Pokemon has some like they use a weakness system as well as a energy system where you got to use energy. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is literally, do you have the cards? Yes, you win. If you don't, you lose. Kind of thing.
Right.
That's why it's a lot less variant in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like if you got the out, you got the out. You win. Pokemon is you got the out, but now you need to get the cards to get the win because there's a lot of times where the deck first deck I played today didn't do so well. It was just my second round matchup was like literally like I didn't know how to play it because I haven't practiced against it. And then in my third round matchup, in a sense hand trapped me at the right time. And literally my deck just because everything I needed was in my hand. And the minute he hand trapped me, I was like, yeah, this gonna be a long freaking game.
Were you there all day?
Yeah, and then I went to the second one. I didn't go to the same locals that the other people went to for the second one. I went to another one that was a lot smaller.
How many people for the ones you went to?
The first one only had 8 people. That was the smallest ever, in my thing. The second one was 16. I ended up getting second. Literally, I lost to someone who's playing more of a troll deck than I was. Like literally, it was like because I already had points from a couple other challenges. That's why I just like I knew like I could have won, but sometimes you just like fuck it. I don't really care. He ended up giving me the mat because he wanted. I forgot what it was. He wanted what he wanted is what I got because second place. Me and him just switched. He didn't really give a shit about the He didn't really give a shit about the mat because he already had mats. I was like, oh, you want to switch? And because I got like the plushie he got and the plushie I got, he didn't want the plushie he got. Because he's a big Gengar fan. He likes that's why he was happy that I was playing the Alakazam deck. He was like, and me and him just chatted up for a bit, and then I just came back home. In a sense, yeah. Pokemon meta is if you know what matchups are going to be the hardest to face, you have to be like, okay, I either tech for them or I just hope I don't see them. And a lot of times, some people are going to be afraid to play certain decks because they're just not good into the overall decks. That like Charizard is popular because it's just easy to pick up. It's just a deck. All right, cool. Get Charizards on your bench and attack with the first one. All right, if they knock it out, attack with the second one. If not, attack with the third one. And yeah, 330 hit. Oh, sorry, 330 hit point. And not a lot of Pokemon are hitting that. And that's the thing about it too. Like, not a lot of Pokemon are hitting 330 hit points. That's mean you can take certain hits and just keep coming right back with it. Like, and that's the big thing about it too. Is like now.
Did you enjoy watching the Sacramento Regionals? Actually,
yeah, it's still on. The finals is about to be on about 10 minutes.
Okay,
give or take 10-15 minutes. That's me. Yeah, pretty good.
It's been a long weekend, guys. If you guys follow my Rumble channel, as you guys know, I celebrated 8 years of being a content creator. I uploaded my very first video to YouTube on my previous main channel on October 15th, 2015. And it's been a long 8 years, ups and downs, highs and lows.
When tonight be the 15th 8 years and everything?
Yeah, but people. But the reason why I chose to celebrate it last night is because no one, people were gonna be too busy today. People can't. We can't really have panels for Sunday. It's kind of odd, you know. I think one people that would be available for panels is like you, me, and Celine and Iron Oxide, and we can't.
Yeah,
I'd rather just be a whole group thing. You know, we were celebrating a milestone like that because I remember during the stream, I remember you were watching it. Like this one guy on Twitter was going like, "Man, why are these people talking to each other like this?" And I'm sitting there going like, "Where do these cockroaches come from, dude? They just crawl out of the fucking cave and come out and start spouting bullshit. Then when they get any sort of clap back, because apparently they think we're not gonna clap back because we're like smaller or what the hell that's supposed to be to these people, they just crawl back in their holes." It's literally a dude where he basically tried to insult people by saying, "Oh my god, they're talking to each other about movies and anime. Nerds, go do some drugs." And I was like, is this guy in 6th grade? What? I was just sitting here going like, I was just baffled. Like people think, because people understand, if I respond to someone, it's not because I'm triggered. I'm just fucking with you. I'm not angry at all. I've learned to like, obviously over the years, not give it that much attention, but I'm talking back because I'm just that kind of person. Like, imagine if someone walking through sort of like, doing that shit.
Sometimes, like I said, don't talk back to the grave. You just leave them alone, man.
Yeah. It's just, I just find it weird how it's a problem if people just start talking to each other and they're having fun. That's a problem for people, which would obviously show like this person doesn't have any friends or just is such a loser in their life. And it's so obvious when people make it like that. And I'm just going like,
I mean, man. But you know what it is sometimes people talk to their friends in different ways. In a sense, that's the thing about it. It's like, wait a second, how do you talk to your friends, you know, all like that? It's like it's different strokes for different folks. Like, you talk to your friend like that. I talk to my friend, you know,
like because what the person was talking about is some bullshit. Because the things he was mentioning, I'm sitting there going like, first of all, if I don't even know you, I don't have to explain shit to you. I don't even know you. That's already an angle of like, okay, so people don't understand. For like big streams like the celebration we had yesterday, you know, it can get a little crazy because we're celebrating a milestone. This is a big thing, you know, been around for a long time. So we're just having some fun. Usually most shows are not like that one in general. We'll have like a show like that at this point, what, every year probably?
Yeah.
It'd be like that one. And it'll be like my birthday streams are usually pretty crazy too. But other than that, everything's pretty just mellowed out. You know, everything's pretty mellow. Everything's pretty chill. You know, it's like I don't got to explain a stream format to somebody that isn't even gonna watch nor care. Like, why am I wasting my time doing that? It's like, hey, if you saw and didn't like it, cool. I literally couldn't care less, honestly. You know, because why would I care about someone whose first opinion of someone is to talk to someone like that and then expect my response to be like, "Oh, yes, sir, I'm just going to get on my knees for you." It's like, no, it's not how that works. Yeah, man, I didn't know I had this many haters. I didn't even know. They just randomly, I tell Chaz all the time, they just come out. They're just like literally cockroaches. They come out of the walls and they just wait for the right opportunity to just be like, "I'm going to get him right now." Good Lord. Like, that's crazy. It's like, what did I do to people, man? I'm just sitting here, you know, we're just sitting here just shooting this shit, just talking about our favorite things, you know? Or some guy who was saying, like, how do you have a podcast talking about trading card games? Like, what? I didn't podcast about anything. You just know the subject very well and you talk about it.
Personal like those I stay away from. Like, dude, you know any podcast there is about people talk about their favorite thing and you're mad because I do this. Those are the ones I'm like, okay, no.
I'll show you this one right now. This one just came in last night under that original guy's thread, and I'm sitting here going like, my brain just like almost but eviscerated, like into the sand. I was like, what? Like, these guys are absolutely, and this how you tell either you're talking to a troll or talking to someone literally just mentally ill. I can kind of tell both at this point.
Yeah.
Literally, I'll show you right now. I'm gonna pop up on the screen before we go over the other stuff. Okay, this is so funny. Just look at how pathetic some people's lives are, everyone. And if you guys are watching on Spotify or like any other podcasting platforms that provide video, you can obviously see it with me right now. These are the levels of haters that I got. Literally just straight up weirdos. Obviously, the stream last night peaked out at almost 2,000 people watching. It was our biggest stream ever. I've had other similarly viewed ones. A lot of people watched it. A lot of impressions. Thank you all for coming out. And I do truly mean that. You know, everyone that's supported me on this journey. for so long. It means so much, but you know, this is the shit I got to deal with the haters. He says, WTF, do you discuss on an Iron Man podcast? It's not even a thing. Currently, he's dead. That right there shows this person is an idiot. I currently buy the Invincible Iron Man comic books from Marvel. The only ones I haven't gotten recently were issues 9 and 10 because I don't think I'm going to keep it on my pull list. Iron Man literally is not dead, okay? I'll show you right now. Everyone who's watching this, so I'm going to keep some receipts because I know a lot of you guys probably aren't into this because you probably need to leave. It's fine. Yeah. I'll show you guys right now. I keep the receipts, and I can show you guys I buy the Iron Man comics too. But whatever, I'll show you guys. He's like, Iron Man's dead. All right, I'll show you. He's actually not dead. Why would I buy comics for a dead character? I have no clue, right? All right, let's go back to last week. Okay, so this is 2:15. He should be on here. If not on this one, it's probably the week before. But I give him all these cringe ads all the time. It's always these cringe ads, man. Ads about bullshit after time. All right. Yeah, I have some odd haters, man. They come out of like the fucking cage or some shit. Iron Man, the Invincible Iron Man, issue number 10. Tony is literally not dead. He literally just got married. Now, why don't we talk about this? Because the run got let's just say this run was
he talked about Tony he's probably talking about the Tony from the MCU. Yeah.
But okay, so on the comic book side,
that's how you know someone
Iron Man's still alive.
It's not really a true comic book fan. It's like, you know, this shit past the MCU. Like,
let's say, yeah. So Chaz is also right, and we'll talk to his point in just a moment, which is, so guys, Tony is not dead. Okay, in the comic books, he's still alive. He literally just got married, and the reason why I stopped, I might still continue the run. I don't know. I might just get it in trade paperbacks. We'll discuss that on another show, actually. Then, Tony is dead in the MCU. But that wouldn't stop us from discussing his appearances in the MCU in general. Like, huh? We all have nostalgic shit others find cringe. What? Am I talking to a 5-year-old? Football, wrestling, television. I'm embarrassed. I still follow the Walking Dead universe, but they have content out too much. Okay, so I don't know if this person's mentally ill, autistic, or stupid, or retarded. Could be a mixture of all three. So he insults us for liking nerd stuff, but then says he likes a nerd thing, which is The Walking Dead, which started as a comic book written by Robert Kirkman. Also, football is not nostalgic, nor wrestling, nor television. Those things are currently still going on. Yeah. Unless you have nostalgia for the past year that they exist, right? So I literally don't know. Like, I guess that's our level of hater, is a person trying to insult us for some shit that they do themselves. Like, what? Like, what kind of cell phones are these? What's up, John? How you doing, buddy? Oh shit! Like, man, back in the day, we had some retards here, but that might be top 10. That might be the biggest cell phone I've ever seen in my life. Like, how do you not laugh at that stuff? Oh god. All right, so Chaz has got Pokemon. Oh, I told you guys before. I'm gonna do some Pokemon 151 openings. Yeah. I got my stuff. I was gonna buy a trainer box for 151, but yeah,
we'll get that. I bought trainer boxes. I'm like, I mean, this is okay. This is what I'm telling you. My next opening, it's gonna be Paradox Rift. The first pre-release is this Sunday. I was thinking about going to all 4 in different places this weekend. But I'm only gonna do the Sunday ones. I need to give myself a day rest. Saturday's gonna be my day where I go to locals, play, whatever. Sunday I'm gonna Paradox Rift, buy an extra set of stuff, plus or pay off some bills, as well as buy some extra packs. Open all that on the first video, and then the second week gonna do the same thing. That's me. Those are my next 2 videos. Plus me talk about discussing this Sacramento regional, talk about the regional in Lille, France, and then also coming up and talking about the Toronto regional. Where everybody was hoping I was going to, I was like, nah. There's a whole reason why I can't go to Toronto. There's a whole reason. It's
okay. Yeah. No worries, man. Also, Chaz's channel, as you guys tell, is Mr. Blanks. It is in his name. It's the same name as it is on his
YouTube
StreamYard icon right there. Just copy and paste that name into the search bar on YouTube, and you will find him. Actually, there's literally only another Mr. Blanks, so there's 3. So there's you're at the top, and then the other guy is some weird white guy, and then it's a dude with a Luffy profile pic. Yeah, there's just a random bunch of other ones. So you're the top Mr. Blanks.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh shit. So we have that, and Chaz usually puts out 2 videos a week. Which I told him
videos. Sometimes I do 1 video. Sometimes I do 3 videos a week. Like the last couple of weeks, I just been testing. Plus I've been busy because dude, I've been going to work early. Like,
those thumbnails you do are good. Just a little bit more. As I told you, more saturation, more brightness, and you'll have it.
Okay,
you already have the right idea.
You want to brighten it up. Lettering?
No, your text is fine. The actual picture, you know how you go into Photoshop? Here, I'll show you right here.
Oh no, I blur the picture out. Like
you might want to try brightening it up a little bit, just a little bit. Just add a little bit of saturation because people want they like bright colors. And
I have to blur because usually a lot of times I'll put the deck profile of who won, then I have to blur out the deck profile.
Oh, true. Mm-hmm.
That's me. I'll find a way to blur it out plus brighten it. Okay, that's gonna be a little.
Yeah, it's just adding a little bit of lightness and saturation. That's fine, and you'll be good to go. You have to write. I don't know how you're. The thumbnail you had for Lost Box wins another regional. That looks great. How do you do that? How do you do that?
I had to go through Chrome. I can't use Firefox. Firefox is so garbage. Can
you show me how to do that?
Pretty much what I do is I just copy whatever picture, and then.
I've been trying to do that style forever.
I go to Canva. I don't even use. I have
Canva.
I use it right through Canva. I don't even.
No. I have Canva. So where do you go into it for that? Because I've had this. I wanted to do that style for a long time. I just ain't got no way to do it.
Okay, let me go present. Present. Share screen. Yep.
I want to try a few thumbnails out like that on YouTube, and I want to see what kind of traction it'll get. Right, I mean, if it doesn't work, then it's whatever.
I got 2 videos coming up that I gotta just finish.
Yeah. How do you do that? How do you do that thumbnail like that? The one you're on, the Lost Box one. Okay. How do you do that style?
Pretty much what it is this one. I was trying to brighten up the letter, but a lot of time people it's okay. This is what it is right here. Edit photo.
Okay.
I don't even do much. The cards are just the cards. I might be wrong, but I know I'm wrong about this one. I saw it was going to. I saw Lost Box. So you
just loaded the individual images just off Chrome, right? 1080p. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think the main thing is all right, cool, detach. My thing is okay. How would I brighten this up? Because I have to blur it.
That is freak. That is in. I forgot where it is on camera. Let me try and see because it's in the actual thing itself. I just have to find it.
Because
actual God, where is it?
Because if I know how to brighten it, I'll brighten it, but then I still have to blur it out because.
Give me 1 sec. Let me try and see where it's at. Because it would be under not at heading. It would be under where you edit the actual text in, or it's in notes. Hold on, give me a sec. Pictures overlapping, arrange. Fucking hell, where is this shit? I'll have to find it for you later because I can't find it right now. But it is here somewhere. I did it before. Yeah. It's just hard because on Photoshop you can just type a button that you see and you just change it.
Yeah, like
or do you have that image? Send that to me right now.
Okay.
Just copy and paste it and then send it to me right now, and I can show you what. I mean, it might look a little different, but we'll see where it goes.
Okay, I'll send you. Let me.
Duplicate layer.
Do you want to send you it as it blurred or just send you it?
It doesn't matter. Just send me that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. No, because if you already had the previous thumbnail, you could just give me that one. I'll show you.
Okay, yeah. I'll delete.
Right.
Let me.
Yeah, just that.
Share. Perfect. I'll copy link.
Okay. Just drop it in the private chat.
Yep.
And if you guys who are listening on the podcasting platforms, thank you so much. You know, we got a big little audience here. You guys are awesome.
Master
Oh
File.
yeah, I forgot you gave me what did you give me?
I gave it the wrong thing.
I think so, yeah.
Do you want me to give you the one without the
No, just download that picture and just send it to me. That's it.
Okay. I don't think I'll be. Can I send you the actual picture?
Yeah, so you can send it to yourself and then send it to me through Messenger if you want. Now you just pull it up.
Gotcha. Let me.
Okay. And as Chaz is getting that done, we are going to end up going over this. So if you guys are watching and listening to this podcast on Spotify for podcasters or any of the podcasting platforms, so on most other websites, if all you have to do is just click the description right here. I explained to everyone what happened with the Nightwing podcast and what's currently going on with the Cloud9 podcast and the Iron Man podcast. So the Iron Man podcast, you have to go through a different means of how to get to it. So under this description, highlight where it starts at HTTPS, which is where my link tree is at. Copy the link tree. If you're on mobile devices, it's fine too. Yeah. It'll work the same way. Copy, paste it into the search bar. Hit enter on the very first one you see, and it says my page is not here. That's cringe. Okay, well that definitely is a fail. We'll try this with Rumble. So just pretend I was copying pasting that in Rumble.
Yeah.
The Rumble page would bring it up right here, and then you would see my Rumble page. That's kind of the idea of what I want to happen so far. So I'm going to fix that right now, but that's kind of what I want to see right now. I did not know that link was going to do that. That is, what the heck? How's my link tree not found? What the heck? Revan, all types of bullshit happened today. All types of technical difficulties. What the hell? Okay,
yeah.
well, what the fuck is going on? Okay, don't worry. We'll talk about league in just a moment. Just give me 1 moment, okay? Okay, so basically, just everything I just said is I'm going to have the Rumble link here. Copy and paste the Rumble link into your search bar. Paste it into the search bar. Hit enter. You're going to come up to my Rumble page, just right here, and you can scroll down and you can binge all of the Iron Man podcast episodes. Currently, we are on episode 136. So that is going to be your way of consuming the show right now, actually. And let's go over some League of Legends stuff. And I know that's the reason why you guys are here. So how have you been liking the playing stage, man?
Good. BDS fucked everything up for me.
Right? Yeah.
If they don't lose, they would have literally by BDS losing, it made it impossible for me to get both teams I was hoping to get in. And now I was like, Jesus Christ, BDS. BDS is the only one that can fuck up an actual sure thing. It's like, oh, the Go to Guards game was tough on them. Motherfucker, you 3-0'd them.
This is how you know that people be capped. Yeah. I see all of them.
With Degon, I'm like, oh, that GG video took a lot out of us. Nigga, what? You fucking sweep. You sweep. You swept and got either each game. It was hard on you. And you won the first. Fuck out of here.
That's how you know pro players be bullshitting.
When I heard that shit, when I heard that shit, I was fucking triggered. I'm like, wait, what? I remember one time sweeping somebody. It was in wrestling, and then the guy who beat him before was like, I was like, nigga. Then someone asked me, did you have a hard time with him? Motherfucker, dude.
People to know those BDS and Golden Guardians games ended in less than like 20 minutes. What was hard for the day? Waking up and getting on stage and playing a video game?
I think
that was hard.
I think the longest game was 29 minutes. I was like, what?
Holy shit.
Like when people would interview me about how was it doing the wrestling, and it was like, motherfucker, don't ask me no dumbass question like that. Was it hard? Nigga, you said how easy it was to beat that dude. I'm not saying the guy's trash, but I'm not saying he's good.
Right,
yeah. And it took a lot out of us. Nigga, what? That took a fuck out of here. That Team Wales, you beat the brakes off Team Wales game 1. You beat the brakes off the ass.
Oh God, and
that shit. Oh my God, that shit had me triggered.
So to kind of wrap up the play-in stage for everyone, it basically kind of went in an interesting way. Now, I will say this. Riot did something that I like this year, and I don't really give Riot a lot of credit because I don't really ever want to because they're pretty trash at a lot of things. They changed the Worlds format up, and I will say this for the minor region teams, they're not going to really do ever much. And the best way to see their full strengths and skills is to kind of give them a different format. The play-in stage basically functions just kind of almost like a different. It's like what CS:GO has. They're like preliminaries for like these smaller guys, which is fine, right? So this year, instead of having because I feel like the rest of the years they're super boring to watch these teams play. Probably it's just a constant like 20 BO1s with these guys. Imagine watching like 10 BO1s of GAM versus fucking like Detonation Focus Me. It's like, bro, that's gonna kill people. That'd make me like lose my brain, actually. So we ended up with this format where Riot went, okay, let's give these guys a bit of a different format. So we'll have actually double elimination for them. So it's double elim, best of threes to get 2 seeds out of the play-in stage. Okay. Yeah. So instead of like this giant group thing getting 4 out, we'll just end up having one set of teams, and we'll get 2 seeds out. Best of threes. So, if a team comes in basically maybe like jet lag too late, or maybe they have a bad read for the first 2 games, your whole tournament's not over because back in the day, if you had a bad read on the meta, or you were like jet lagged, or your players just weren't ready, then you would just be out of the tournament instantly. So basically what I like about this play-in stage format, other than the other ones, is because we truly got to see who is the worst minor region out of all these guys. Okay. So now there should be no debate on how good some of these guys are after this year. Like last year, people were still like grasping at straws for how bad some of these teams really are. Yep. And this year, R7 is dog shit. There ain't nothing that can help them. They're bad. And if I hear someone say to me, well, there's better teams than them in their own region that could have beaten them, you know what that means? Those teams are really, really trash. Those teams booty. That was some ass juice teams. That's like someone telling you, like, yeah, I would have beaten you, and these other 10 guys would have, but you didn't, and you still haven't, and you've lost like every week to me playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, but it's just like, no. Latin America is just terrible at League, man. It's just extremely bad. Detonation Focus Me is also terrible. Detonation Focus Me is absolutely garbage as well. Like, is there anything to say about some of these teams? They're just all bad, actually. Like, R7 is just, there's nothing there. Literally, the only thing I saw out of R7 is just Audi. I don't know how old that motherfucker is, but that guy has been to like every world championship on a man with this org or some shit like that. Or he's been on a few other orgs too that I remember. But Latin America's trash. I mean, Brazil lost. I mean, is anybody surprised? Is anybody surprised Brazil lost?
Nah.
Brazil, literally, 2-0 GAM, who's also one of the biggest frauds going into the next round, got 2-0 by PSG, then lost 2-0 to GAM. They ended up going literally 2-4. They got swept out.
Yeah, and GAM is only lucky because BDS lost, throwing off the whole thing.
GAM is so fucking lucky, dude. If GAM faced PSG, they knew their goose was cooked.
Dude, it would have been a matchup we all wanted because GAM, to me, I think they got one of the worst matchups going into the Worlds. I was like, I was like, MSK must be motherfucking, this motherfucker doing backflips. As soon as I saw Genji, I was like, oh, this motherfucker doing backflips.
I was happy. I can't wait till they're actually going to lose in 5 minutes facing against Genji. Chovy's like better than their entire team.
Okay. My thumbnail didn't age well because Lost Box is not even in the finals. But I kind of figured though, dude. I figured it can't win 3 weeks in a row. Sometimes you do statistics and then you're like, okay. And then you're like, oh, okay. 2 decks. One deck who I wouldn't have saw would have won another deck that if you would have told me that this deck was good, I knew you would have been bullshit. I'm like, like sometimes you can just hit matchups and motherfuckers don't know what to do. Because Pokemon, you can read a card real quick. Unlike Yu-Gi-Oh, where it might take you 2 minutes to read. Pokemon, you can read a card in 15 seconds. You got it. Like you're like, oh, okay, that's what it does. This card's broken. Like people say, oh, but but Pokemon is meant to be simply read. I'm like, no. The reason why Pokemon is meant to, not meant to be meant for kids. It's meant to be simple. It's not meant to.
The learning curve is meant to be simple, but if you go like extra steps, you get a whole lot better at the game.
Yeah, it's like because it's not about choosing the best deck; it's about choosing the right deck. That's the same about Pokemon. Like for me, it's like okay, let me just choose the right deck. It's like someone asked me, "Would you go back to playing? Would you go back to playing? Fuck what the Chimp Pals? Like not right now." I probably wait like a month.
Do you know what's crazy about this dude? Holy crap. I put GAM defeated Team Wales before I even knew the result. Oh, I cursed myself. Yeah. Holy shit. I forgot to make that title before.
I was kind of hoping for Team Wales, but I knew he was going to win.
So, Latin America, trash. Brazil,
it's time to give LLA the Oceania treatment. Yeah, I believe so. This is what I believe it should be. For LLA, you make it that whoever
you're talking about giving them the same treatment that OC gets. Basically, if you win, you get to go into the PCS thing and try to get through it that way. Yeah, just do that because DFM suck, R7 suck, Loud suck. So guys, Japan, Latin America, Brazil, all dog shit. Okay, so after that. You have Vietnam. So Vietnam got a chance to send 2 Cs this year. And I'm going to say this right now because I know Team Wales are out. Artemis and Glory are actually, like, you can tell even if they're in minor regions, these guys are, like, really legit. I think Glory and Artemis should get offers from some other teams. Artemis looked really good. It just sucks so bad. He got paired against the worst team imaginable you could get paired against which was a team that has already played them so much throughout the year.
Game, but due to now we're going to switch the side. I'm like, fuck. It's like, why did BDS had to fucking throw a good serious?
Even that guy Sparta was actually having some pretty good games. So you're thinking like, maybe they just played better than a lot of people thought, but I legit thought their mid and ADC were pretty legit players. The only guy that I thought was playing bad for them was their jungler, and it felt like he wasn't playing bad or like he was just playing badly because he's not good. Yeah. It felt like he was getting super nervous. He kept making like a lot of really bad mistakes. Maybe the pressure was just getting to him. Because what is it with this year, dude? In League of Legends matches internationally, where teams are freaking having rematches of their finals. Forget the world play-in stage final match to go into the Swiss stage was a rematch of the Vietnam finals. What is it with this year and finals matches being played out? Yeah, all of them. Remember? Yeah.
Well, it's
I don't know what is it with this year in finals rematches in international competitions, but yeah, Team Wales. I think Artemis misses legit, and Golden Garden's out here paying for sticks. Saying Artemis is like, I got some money. Help me.
That's what I'm saying.
Help me. Man. Oh God. Oh,
I said he's a new ADC.
That's true. Dude, I feel so bad.
We definitely got to talk about that, man. We definitely got to talk about that.
I felt so bad for our Artemis because GAM's ADC Slayer, right? He was so boosted. There's no way Slayer's better than Artemis. Artemis are going like, oh God. And for GAM, guys, I think GAM is the biggest fraud. I think in that Team Wales series, if you guys watch it, I'm not saying Team Wales would have won, but there was a good shot of them actually winning. I think they legitimately just kept fucking up because of nerves. There were many moments in that series.
I think it was nerves too, but also GAM knows how to play them. They beat them before. We can beat them again. Oh.
Yeah, like you could tell in the series there were moments Wales had them and they just overextended at moments that they should not have overextended in, gave advantages over. Because that's what happened in the series. Because so even when Team Wales are winning games and actually having a legit chance to win a game more than what they had the scoreline, They overextended, and then GAM's like, okay, I guess we just win now because you just overextended. And GAM support Palette pulls out the set support. He's pulling out, he's playing, it gets he cosplaying who he or some shit, just putting on his set support, actually. And oh my god, Team Wales' draft in the last game was so bad. What is with people and counter picking themselves and picking Malphite? Lau did that. They look like shit.
Yep.
Team Wales are like, you know what? That guy has Kennen. You know what goes good against Kennen? Malphite. All right, go home. You'll be on your computers for the rest of the year. Yep. But as people in picking Malphite, I think Malphite is so weak in this meta right now. I think picking Malphite in this meta right now when there's Casantes, Kennens, you also have, who else in the top lane? Sion, Orin, potentially. I think Kled's better in most cases too. Jax is there. Why?
You be realize some of these guys can't play those champions. You'd be like,
you're right. Meanwhile, Adam's out here. It's like Adam could play anything. Adam's out here. You can pick any of the meta champions. Adam's like, no, I want my Garen, and I want a Garen Ignite Flash.
And Darius. Like,
this man on stage is picking Garen with Ignite.
Because you know why? Because no one knows how to play it. Because no one knows how to play against it. It's like, shit. It's like,
it's one of those things where you could go into the PSG BDS series too. What's up, Herman? How you doing, man? Hi, Juvenile. Hi, Tomcat. Hi, K4. People are just auto countering themselves, and it's something the Casper brought up that I mentioned too. When someone is on a meta champion, and then when you see them not on a meta champion, you can kind of clearly tell if they're a good player. Because whenever Team Wales' top laner was not on Castante, he looked kind of boosted. Yeah. I'm just saying, you know? So GAM ended up beating Team Wales. There were moments I think they could have made it at least game 5s, but didn't happen. Actually, Palette putting out the set support, and that really threw them off, actually. Maybe I don't know if he played that in the actual splits themselves, but he won. Then you have PSG versus BDS, and PSG start the series 2-0, and then in game 3, they lose a team fight, and then BDS win game 3. Then in game 4, Crown. I noticed during the series that they started giving Adam his picks more. Like they weren't willing to waste bans on Garen and Darius. Then Crowny is picking Zeri, and I'm sort of like, okay, I can see Zeri coming back into the meta. What I really thought was uncomfortable for PSG, because people forget, PSG had won every series up to this point. They actually were undefeated coming into the series. I really don't know why they chose to give Wako Aphelios. Like people were like, isn't Aphelios a good champion? He is. But I feel like he wasn't really good at Aphelios, honestly. I really didn't understand why they gave him Aphelios. I honestly would have just given him, I don't know, anything else that had some sort of utility. Maybe anything like Jhin, Ashe, Sivir. Maybe take the Zeri yourself.
No, not into the comp BDS had. Not into the comp BDS had. That would Aphelios might have been the best.
Or maybe
pick.
You first pick Kai'Sa yourself. I was thinking maybe like Jinx. Remember, he pulled out Caitlyn. He also didn't look good on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aphelios would have been the best pick. Jinx would have been good, but it depends on.
Well, Jinx would have given him Jinx would have given them that late game. I'm gonna have a good hyper carry, because Caitlyn could do that too, but he just was too scared to make plays on Caitlyn. Actually,
it depends. It depends on what they kind of pick after. Because if they kind of pick, if they kind of pick Nautilus after that,
because
the Jinx gets neutralized, or Blitzcrank, or Maokai support, or
they could have even given him Senna, because it looked like maybe he was not feeling confident in his gameplay after they lost game 3. Because we're in game 4, they gave him Aphelios, and I'm sitting there watching this guy going, he looks like he's really uncomfortable on this pick. Like he's not doing anything. And you give him Caitlyn too. It's like you pick Caitlyn for lane domination. Then if they're not dominating lane with Caitlyn, guys, Caitlin's useless. If you don't actually smash lane with her, and you can have a strong mid-game champion with a lot of range and a lot of traps you can set up, she's worthless. And even when he was dishing out all that damage when Nook was carrying on his ear, he can't do anything. Zero ranges Caitlyn at that point. So, and then obviously in game 5, I think he picked Kai'Sa, right? Yeah. No, Crowny was on Zeri. he picked Kaisa, and it looked like all his confidence was just shot. Because Wako up to that point was playing very well. He was playing fine. He was carrying. He was impressive in game one. Remember game one? Took over the entire game with Zaya. They're like, okay, he can't have Zaya anymore. This guy's just too cracked on this.
Exactly.
Let's give this guy anything else. And then the person I feel really bad for is Maple. I thought he was so good throughout the playing stage. This man still is showing people this guy is still one of the best mid laners, actually. And he got off that sinking ship that was TSM, went back to the PCS, won a split, and almost got to the Swiss stage. But I would say Maple I think he should stay in the PCS, actually. I think he could easily just go to Worlds or MSIs every year over there. Like, I understand what he wants. He wants to fry bigger fish, but the LCS is probably not going to be that place for you, buddy. Like, and people can't tell me Maple was boosted. Like, you weren't watching the games, and he was literally a single reason why they're winning a lot of their games, too. But, the top laner played well, too. I think they all played individually fine. It was just more like, you could tell nerves got to them. It started messing up a lot of the basic plays they were doing good. And, BDS, they won the series fair and square. Yeah. They got it. And Adam is like, no, give me my Darius. My Darius.
I can't wait for BDS to go 0-3 dropping. We see how bad they are. You lose to Team Well the way you do it, and then you come out and say, oh, we were exhausted from the go to guard. Shut the fuck up.
That was crazy. Super good. They were one game away from losing to PSG. They were so close
from a 3-0 match.
They're so close to losing to PSG. They're so lucky PSG started cracking under the pressure of winning because that was so damn close. And I feel so bad because if you flip the freaking matches, if GAM faced PSG, they're getting swept to the floor. Yeah. They're getting mopped up. It's not even close. GAM's one of the fucking worst teams I've seen. If Team Wales faces BDS again, who knows how that goes? See, I feel like this year's playing stage was exciting toward the very end, at least. This was actually something decently interesting to watch, and I hope some of the PSG guys or some of the Team Wales guys actually get some offers from the major regions coming up later on this year when we have the off season. But yeah, that's the playing stage. It's over. Brazil sucks, Latin America sucks, and Japan stinks, and Vietnam also kind of stinks too, depending on which seed they're sending. What did you think about Flying Oyster?
They were decent. They were decent.
Decent team. Yeah, that's about it. I think. Yeah, it's one of those things where, as I was watching their gameplay, it felt like they just got worse as the playing stage progressed. That's what feels bad because it feels like there's no consistency in these guys. It feels like sometimes they come in really hot, they win a bunch, and then when they lose, they can't actually adjust from losing. So they just straight up flat out just start tanking. Actually,
they just went straight to the bottom. Straight to the freaking bottom. It wasn't even like they had a chance. They just went straight to the bottom. Just
sank like some oysters.
Yep. Like in your gut. Knowing that like you just ate some bad oysters and now just sank to the bottom of your stomach, about to come out your ass stinking. Like,
no, yeah, guys, PSG would have mopped the floor with Golden Guardians. They're so lucky they just faced BDS.
Easily, yep.
Waka would have just exposed Stixay so bad. Oh my god.
Wales could beat.
Yeah. All right. So now we are on to the Worlds 2023 Swiss stage. So basically, instead of having groups, there's going to be days where each team plays once, right?
Yep. Then
the bracket resets, so like it'll flip. So whoever got like the first. So wasn't it like
whoever? Okay, pretty much what it is I think everybody plays day one.
Yes,
and then what it is whoever wins, whoever is one, because that's be out of those 16 teams, there's going to be 8 1-0s, and there's going to be 8 0-1s. And now the 1-0s face each other, and the 0-1s face each other. Now after that, gotcha. You're gonna have. Now it's I forgot what the bracket's called. Now you're gonna have 4 teams that are gonna be 2-0, and you're gonna have because what it is it's always gonna be 8 teams in a section. Mm-hmm. It gets split. Is 8 teams are gonna be 1-0, 8 teams are gonna be 0-1. All right, cool. Now you're gonna have 4 teams that are 2-0 8 teams that are 1-1 and 4 teams that are 0-2. Boom. All right, cool. Now we got that. And then after that, you're gonna have 2 teams that are going to be 0 or 3-0. 2 teams that are going to be 2-1. You're going to have. I'm trying to remember, because at this point now, the 0-2 teams, I think
that's the problem now. Because being 0, so in the group stage format before, if you're 0-2 and you had a really hard group, you're essentially screwed. But in this, since the bracket, I'm pretty sure resets,
there's no reset.
Chance.
There's no reset. Pretty much what it is once you go 0-3, you're done. Once you get to that 0-3 point, you're done.
Yeah, dude, there was a year in 2017 where Fnatic were 0-4 and they beat IMT and they still had it, and they actually made it out of the group because they had won that one game. How's the team at 0-4 not out of the world championship?
Yep.
What kind of shit format was that?
They changed it in the sense now where once you get to 0-3, you're done.
Thank God. Because I hated that. I don't know what it's 2017. This is how I knew the format was shit. A team got 0-4. If you're 0-4, you should be out. I don't care what the scenario is. You're out. You're done.
Yeah.
They were 0-4 before they even faced IMT, and they beat IMT, and that's when they started their run.
Yep.
But here's coming up with the Swiss stage matches, and oh boy, as you guys know, I love me some Genji, and I can't wait till Chovy takes his fat Korean dildo and shoves it so far up GAM's ass,
Jesus Christ,
they can't even see. That GAM is the biggest fraud in this tournament.
I wouldn't say they're frauds. They were good. They were lucky because BDS decided to.
I would say massive over performances. I would say. No, massive over performances from Seiya and Levi.
I would tell you why they did overperform because they beat everybody that they were supposed to beat. Think about it.
Is that overperform? Well, no, that's just expectations, I guess.
I think PSG might have overperformed.
Could be.
I think T-Wells definitely overperformed. BDS slightly underperformed because BDS should have been. They shouldn't have been. BDS should never been in the losers bracket. They should have won, but no, they decided. Oh, let's take the hard way there.
BDS losing screwed up everything. God
because
damn,
it made it that I couldn't get full points because I was like, these fucking guys. They BDS always find a way to fuck you up. They always find a way to fuck you. No Vaseline, just up the ass. It's like
don't you want to do the Lennon, you weirdo?
I'm trying to put it whatever hole she's willing to give me. But,
so here is the Worlds 2023 Swiss stage day 1 matchups. No, the exact match order is still to be announced.
This shit's crazy, yo. I'm gonna break this down.
Just told everyone who's gonna win.
Genji is gonna win. Weibo. Somebody got G2 over DK. That you know what? That might be a closer match than given.
I could believe it this year than last year. Last year I knew Dan was better. This year, toss up. I say
JDG, of course. T versus T Liquid. Faker versus did not say I want a Faker versus APA.
Why do you get your wish and I don't get
mine?
MSK.
First of all, you got your wish, nigga. You got the easiest. You got the frauds. You got GAM, nigga.
Wait a minute. I got one of my wishes. We're getting the Shy versus Dokla, and then we're getting Zoom. We're getting 369 versus BD Adam. Holy crap!
Oh yes,
Adam is about to get exposed so hard. I can't wait.
And Genji literally got to buy. They got to buy. They got to buy.
Genji don't really play until day 2. Let's just be really honest here. They're not really playing.
Round 2. Your Genji got to buy. Toby's just gonna fuck whoever the game later is.
Chovy literally should just first pick Yone and go and just pull out his cock and be like,
yo, Razor versus Tarzan.
Shit, these guys are about to get fucking destroyed, man.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this. The toughest matchup to call is BLG versus KD. That's such
all right. So let's go through them right now. So the first match we have a bye. That doesn't count.
That's a bye.
All right.
KD versus GAM.
I'll say this. Do we believe? So we know Chad's favorite team is NRG. Does he believe in NRG being Weibo?
Dokla versus fucking
Doklo versus the Shy.
Who runs it faster? Who runs it down faster? That's
we know that. Well, we know this because Doklo won a lot in the LCS finals playing Rumble. He's not getting Rumble this patch. No, you have to auto ban that shit. So he's not getting Rumble. And the Shy, well, I don't know what Shy we're gonna get. Depends. I don't even know how they're gonna Man, that's a weird. I think Weibo just wins it.
I'm saying Weibo. I would be surprised if it goes to 5 games.
I will say this too. For this day, since I you guys know I have 3 of my fucking boys up there. For this round, this also will show me how strong GAM1 is, because last year everyone knows that I was really hard on them because I thought they were much stronger than they were. And when they faced Gen G and they had the bad matchup, because if they had gotten, forget last year, if they got first in their group, they would have had a different outcome at the World Championship. And they were in a group of G2, and everyone knew GAM1 was really strong. You'll know exactly what GAM1 you're going to get pending that G2 match. If they lose against G2, to be fair, they have lost to. There was a year where they lost to Team Liquid that year too, and they still managed to get first. You'll know what Korean team or Asian team you're getting, and if they're going to scale up or they're going to bum out later. I'm going to say G2, but if GAM1 win, I'm not surprised because Showmaker and Canyon do show up at World Championship constantly. But this is the best shot for G2 to be beating them right now, because they're not beating them again. I'll tell you that right now.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go Genji, Weibo, G2. That's a buy for JDG. So
I don't think it's a buy. I don't think it's a buy, but
Knight will put Nook into the dirt.
Oh, dude, that's not even that.
Ruler versus Crowny. Is that even a match? Is that even real?
No, not even that. Who's the support?
I don't know who's gonna run it faster. Is LeBron gonna actually do anything this game?
LeBron about to get. He's gonna be down so much CS in 5 minutes. LeBron's gonna be 2 levels behind at 5 minutes.
LeBron's gonna be LeBron when they face the Warriors in 2016. When I got clapped in Cleveland, and then the Warriors won the trophy in Cleveland. The whole crowd was like, "Oh shit, we just got absolutely destroyed by these guys."
Yeah, T1 versus T Liquid.
Yeah, that's also a buy. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Everyone's saying GAM versus Gen G is the biggest matchup. No, Team Liquid this might be the biggest mismatch all day. Faker versus APA, guys. APA is not good at all.
Not even that. Faker with 1.5 hands is still gonna be able to beat APA with 2 hands.
Saying Faker's crippled.
I mean, Faker old. Let's.
Are you saying a crippled Faker can, with 1 hand, defeat Team Liquid by himself?
Yes, he's gonna absolutely fist. Oh, dude, Carrier versus Core GG.
Core GG.
Core GG. Core JJ.
Core retirement now.
Core retirement. Oh Jesus.
I feel so bad for Team Liquid. They're about to lose in like 10 minutes. Wait, guys. Everyone said it's Piosik versus T1. Yeah.
It's gonna be Piosik versus Piosik is.
Piosik's gonna be in the grave. Holy shit, his whole team is terrible.
I'm gonna tell you right now, fucking older dude, Piosik might be the only one that carries Team Liquid, but don't forget, guess who Piosik beat last year in the finals? Those motherfuckers coming for your neck, man. Fucking
yeah.
Older, he gonna be on your ass. I swear, if Team Liquid fucks up once, if Piosik have to come to you, bail you out, they're gonna fuck you. And oh my god. Woo,
Next match, NA versus EU. Cloud9 versus Mad Lions. Niski versus Cloud9. As you guys know, Niski has a long history with Cloud9, and he's going to have to face them on the world stage again. This is interesting because people would say this is probably Mad favored, but this is actually a lot more close than what people are giving it credit for.
I'm gonna say Mad favored, but my issue is what Mad are we getting? Because what Cloud9 are we getting? That's the question.
This is probably the biggest toss-up all day, honestly.
This is the biggest, even.
If we get the Cloud9 from spring, I think they just fist them, honestly.
Yeah.
If we get the Cloud9 from this summer, Mad are winning in less than 5 minutes, to be honest here.
But if we get Mad Lions from the summer...
If we get Mad Lions from the summer, that they're going 0-3 drop, going back home. That's what we're getting. They're not winning a game. Send that shit home. I'll take BDS. Send that dog shit home. I'm about to handle their bullshit this year. So we have in the top lane, you got Chasey versus Fudge. All right, jungle matchup. El Yoya versus Blabber. That's pretty interesting. That's actually pretty close. It depends. I would give the edge to Blabber because I don't think El Yoya actually has played that. I don't think El Yoya's played better than Blabber this split if we're going off these last 2 splits.
I don't even think El Yoya cares. The motherfucker don't look. He be
Oh, yeah,
looking.
his contract's over after this World. He's leaving this org.
Oh yeah,
Him and Niski's contracts are up, so they can be like, oh yeah, we can just basically go on stage and int the whole time. Actually, Niski versus the Menace. Honestly, I kind of give that to Niski. I think a Menace is just. Ugh. I think that's Niski favorite actually. Yep. Bot lane, Karzi and Intisang versus Berserker and Sven. Honestly, that's a toss-up too.
That's a toss-up.
Karzi has been playing good. Don't get me wrong. Karzi has been playing great. Better than Berserker. It honestly depends. I won't say they're even, but it really just depends on their support. If Hillsing goes and just starts running it, I'll
put Berserker over. It's even because Berserker is over Karzi, but Hillsing's better than Zen. That's why you.
Yeah, but Hillsing also ints harder.
He
just runs it down. If he plays a hook champion, he's hooking everything known to man.
The real question it comes down to who is harder, a Menace or Hillsing? No, that's the real question you gotta ask. Who is harder? Because
what was worse?
A Menace could throw.
A Menace missing an Ari charm and giving over a game on Yone that he was all the kills and all the gold, or Hillsing, where he knew his team was taking Baron and he walks down a dragon and kills himself.
Oh, Hillsing, because
that was terrible.
I'm gonna tell you why it's Hillsing, because
remember they were doing Baron. If he literally just goes to them, they could get Baron, and someone's still be in the game. He walked down to the track and just killed himself. What the fuck?
Yeah, because
what was that?
He's a Menace. He was trying to do something and just didn't realize he
just misplayed himself being ahead. Hillsing willingly walked down there knowing his team wanted to start Baron.
Congratulations, you killed yourself. That's Hillsing. I'm like, okay.
And after we have the match of the day, BLG versus KT Roaster. Both these orgs, similar summer splits. Both of them obviously doing very, very well.
Top seed in their region.
Top seed for summer splits. And
they end up third.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. They both ended up first in the regular season, and they both ended up third after everything was said and done.
I would say BLG's in the better position because they just got beat by the one team that kept beating them all year, JDG, and then they got beat by a team on a hot streak. KT's are self-inflicted. I understand.
As long as KT's, they both have the same thing with them. These are both very similar teams this year. They started out interesting. They ramped up. BLG obviously peaked harder than KT. Yep. Summer splits, first places, playoffs, third places. Then every time they faced against the team that was perceived better, they lost to them every single time. And then now, so this is basically the teams where if they don't face against that specific team, they're actually really good. But that's the problem is how do you compare them together at this point?
BLG could go toe-to-toe with LNG if they just got beat by a team on a hot streak. They can't beat JDG. KT's is they could beat Gen G. Yeah. But there's something mentally.
It's just that T1 aura. It's that thing in traditional sportsman where the guys that have like Tom Brady in the playoffs, people knew, oh wait, I don't know if he gonna turn it on against me.
No, it's like Peyton Manning. It was like pretty much Peyton Manning could beat anybody unless it was Tom Brady. If Tom Brady had to go to Indy, it was tougher. But if Peyton had to go to Foxborough, okay.
That happened with TSM and T1 and like Fnatic a lot. Whenever they were in the playoffs, you kind of always knew they were going to turn it on. And that's the thing here, which is with KT and BLG, is these guys could kind of just beat everybody except that one team. But then how do you compare them together then? Because we know they're both really good. So let's see. Okay, top lane, Bin versus Keen. That's pretty much just even, right?
Yeah.
Then jungle is Cuz versus Elk.
Yeah.
I think that's Elk favored, right? Yeah. Yagao versus BDD.
That's BDD, but barely.
It's not like super barely. Bot lane, Aiming and Lehens versus On and what's his name? The other guy.
I know you're talking about. Goddamn, I'm blanking. I'm blanking on BLG.
I always blank on their ADC. Fuck. Zun.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, Elk and On. Zun is their jungler. Elk and On versus Aiming and Lehens. That's right there is even. People's like,
we got the schedule. They got the schedule for all the games.
Lehens is one of the best supports at the tournament, actually, that everyone's sleeping on still.
We got the schedule for the games.
So who do you got?
Um,
I
and
I was,
last but not least, Fnatic and
yes.
LG. Yeah, that's
Oh yeah. So
yeah.
I just pray they can at least stay in the game. If they can stay
Yeah.
in the game and not get shit stomped, that's a win actually.
Yeah, don't.
I'm gonna say oh, this is hard. Oh fuck, the BLG one's so hard. For this time around, I'll say BLG, but
I'm going BLG.
I'm gonna say BLG. But if KT win this, you guys are probably looking at a really, really scary team. Because when they're on, they're pretty strong. But I don't want to root for KT, because if you don't root for KT, they do better. That's kind of how it works.
But when you do root for them, they find a way to choke. And this is the schedule. Woo! My team's up first. That's me. I get to go to sleep early. Cloud9 second.
Well, I can't watch the G2 game live. No, wait. This is Wednesday. I can go to wait. I
This
have
is
Wednesday
Thursday.
off.
This will be
Thursday.
Thursday.
Really?
Yeah,
No
you
way.
do got Thursday off. You do got Thursday off.
I do have Thursday off, so I can do a watch party for pretty much the
This is
entire thing, honestly.
I'm assuming this is 1 a.m. my time. It's gonna be 10 o'clock your time.
So literally, so I have all my teams playing pretty much first. Even the G2 one is one after BDS.
Yeah, because my
you are so lucky you get yours first. That's some bullshit. And yours is gonna be over in like 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah, my good thing about the only thing is my teams are the first and the last one. T1 and BLG. Fuck. But it's all good.
No, yeah, we're gonna be able to watch C9 versus Mad. I have to watch Niski versus Cloud9. I have to be able to watch that.
I won't be able to stay up. I'll be able to stay up probably from T1 to at least JDG BDS.
Right.
I'll have to go to sleep after that one.
If I crash out, guys, why is the match of the day at the very end? No, that makes sense because more people wake up at that time and they can watch the biggest match.
It makes sense that you put the game up to my. They actually Team Liquid might lose faster than Mad Lions. Let's just put that there. There's a good.
All right, I want to give us a bet in the chat. Anyone's watching the chat? Who loses faster, Team Liquid or GAM? Because they're about to get curb stomped into the actual dirt.
Or
I'm not even kidding.
Who do you think? What game? Or the real question is, what game do you think is going to be the?
GAM loses the fastest. I think for sure. The fastest. GAM's going to be.
I think it's GAM then Team Liquid. You know what? I think it's Team Liquid over GAM. I think GAM's going. I think Genji's going to take their time with them.
Team 1 loses fast. Oh, K-Bar, you want crack?
I ain't. Nigga, he's smoking. You say,
if Team Liquid upset T1, I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the hugest win their org's gonna have the entire year. Actually,
they're gonna be 1-0 and they get paired up against Genji and get absolutely gaped. Yeah, okay, yeah, do that. Yeah, beat T1 and get paired up with Genji. Yeah, do that, or get paired with JDG. Imagine Team Liquid beats T1 and gets paired up with Genji or JDG or possible. There's 8 teams. That's mean Team Liquid is gonna get paired. It's like if they beat them, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be at least 3 Chinese teams. There might be 4 Chinese teams, or no, 3 Chinese teams are gonna be 1-0.
I know we have Fnatic fans too. Okay, guys. Fnatic's strengths against LNG strengths. It's almost the best way of explaining it is everything that Fnatic kind of does, LNG just kind of does better. They're kind of like, I won't say the same, but Fnatic's strengths are also LNG strengths, and I think LNG is just a stronger team. Like Scout, come on, against Humanoid. Like maybe they have a strength in the bot lane if they can kind of get some early advantage.
Who's the top laner?
Oscar Renan? I'm pretty sure Oscar Renan's going to play against Zeka. Oscar Renan's first game back versus Zeka. Oh, he's going to get absolutely embarrassed.
And the fucked up thing is Oscar Renan is not 100%. He's like 85, 90%.
Yeah.
And the thing
Razor versus Tarzan. Oh, Lord Jesus. God bless his soul.
Hey, you know
I'm not going to analyze the match. Have Razor go to church and pray. That's all he needs to do.
Yep. Yep, that's pretty much it, man. It's gonna be it's
This is gonna be a fun day to see who loses faster. I'm gonna love this shit. I'm gonna just
to
watch this shit and see
me.
who's gonna get clapped
To me,
faster.
I think it's gonna be Team Liquid. I think Genji's gonna beat Game in like 23 minutes, 24 minutes. Game like Genji's gonna play it out slow, figure out, try to find a way to dissect his team. Because Genji, like in a sense, they're gonna try to find a way to dissect his team, and then they're gonna just blow him out. JDG might have to be JDG might have to just win the fastest. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not really concerned that Genji are gonna lose. It's just more like what kind of, because sometimes people will cope when they see bad form out of like tournament favorites and say, oh, it's just the first game, and it's like, no, that could be a very big indicator of how much we're gonna understand this team, or like, are they feeling out the competition, or are they somewhat not as good right now? But also people understand during day ones, there's always flat out overreactions. Keep in mind what I just said there. A team can start out bad or worse than what you thought, but that doesn't mean they won't be able to ramp up as the days go. So like let's say if GAM or TL did upset T1 and Genji. Well, do you really expect Genji and T1 to just bum out of the stage? I still wouldn't take that. It's gonna be like, do I have any upsets? It'd be really hard for any of these guys to have an upset, honestly. The only team, because like KT beating BLG wouldn't be an upset. I think KT's a strong team unless they're facing a T1. Potentially Fnatic LNG, because I have seen teams with Scout start out wonky before. I've seen it.
But this is different. You can't start out bad. You gotta come out strong. You start out bad. That's a
like I've seen teams with Scout start out really odd at some world championships. I've seen Scout for a long time. I think Scout's a great player, but I think you understand these guys are mostly used to playing like best of threes where they can have adaptation. And I also think the big issue here is these guys are going to have to realize you can adapt later on in the best of series, but you need to play I'll say honestly, play some of your best shit right now. Just get your wins and let's just get over it. Don't do what Top Esports did last year, but they're like, oh, we'll just scale up the next week. No, just get your wins. You can scale up later. You can literally just feel out the competition as you go. No, I think Tarzan's a choker too, but this isn't playing for the trophy right now. He's literally, some of these guys, if they're not in finals, they're just basic gods. So that's gonna be really hard, honestly. I don't envy Yike facing Canyon. Yike guys versus Canyon. That might be the biggest jungle mismatch of the day.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely is.
What's up, Ziek? How you doing, buddy? All these
they're best of ones.
These are best of ones. Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking what team is most likely to have a hiccup and fuck around and lose? Me?
Or I'll say this. What team do you think that everyone thinks is going to be really good toward the very end of the tournament? Which team do you think is going to start off not as good and it's going to cause people to doubt?
Weibo.
Yeah, I was going to say them too. Yeah.
It's Weibo, T1. I don't think T1's gonna lose, but I think they're gonna look really shaky against Team Liquid. To me,
if BDS wins, I'll eat my shoe on stream.
If BDS win, I'm flying out of California. I will literally just propose to Leonard's mom in Spanish. Fuck
what
that.
the fuck?
Like I would literally just get on need a liquor.
If Cloud9 lose to Mad Lions, see the thing, Cloud9, they normally so at the last international tournament, they've actually played really bad. MSI earlier this year, World last year.
Both of these teams underperforming at MSI.
Both these teams have been underperforming very badly at the last international tournament.
That's the thing about it. It's like Cloud9 got, to me, they got the 50-50 matchup. It's literally flip a coin and
honestly, this is how you guys should kind of look at some of those Cloud9 matches, which is go back up to that one. That's the match where if you lose or win this one, that could just make or break you actually getting out to the next round. These are like almost must wins because if you face better teams and you're not predicted to win against better teams, you need to get your easy wins in. So that way, if you do upset the better teams, you'll at least have that.
Because you got to realize it's it's 3 strikes and out kind of thing. That's what it is now. It's literally 3 strikes and you're out. That's mean once you lose that first game, that second team, like to me, whoever loses and gets GAM has the best chance of coming back. Like, and that's the thing about it. You might fuck around and play GAM and have the best chance of winning this whole thing, because it literally just falls okay. Because I'm not sure how they're going to do the whole matchup thing when you lose and when you win. Like, because we can look at the bottom. It's eight more games on Friday. Literally 8 more games.
Oh God, there's so many games. So go back up. When does this stage end? Friday.
Okay, this is what it is.
This stage goes until the 21st. So
this is what I figured. This is everybody's 0-0 now. This is now everybody's either 1-0 or 0-1. You'll know by Thursday morning,
right?
Who's what? This is one of those. All the 1-0s are going to go against each other. All the 0-1 are go against each other. There's only going to be 4 2-0s. These are the 2-0s right here. I'm assuming these are the 2-0s, and then because those are the higher ones, and whoever wins out of those, they automatically locked into the bracket stage because they're 3-0. They're boom. They make it in. All right, cool. And now I'm assuming these are the 8 0 let me see 0-1. Okay, that's me. There's gonna be 4 0-1. No, 8 0-1 after this. After this, I'm trying to see the possibility. The 16 teams, 8 are going to be 1-0. The others are going to be 0-1. All right, that's mean. That's tough because if you assume all the 1-0s win, there's going to be 8 2-0s, and there's going to be 8 2-0s and
NRG versus Weibo. Not gonna lie, that probably is gonna be the most exciting game of the day because honestly, those teams both don't really have. NA just in general has no expectations at all. Now that it's really Weibo, honestly, Weibo might honestly just play so hard up to the competition. It's gonna be insane. Then again,
1-0.
They also have a bunch of coin flip players as well.
Okay,
so we have that.
Okay, the first 4 games might be 1-0 games. That's mean whoever wins out these, I'm assuming that they might do the 1-0 games last. All right, I'm assuming whoever wins those are going to be here, because that's mean either whoever wins out of this is going to be 3-0. That means they're not going to be playing Sunday. Sunday is, can't remember. It's 0-1. You get here. It's going to be, that's mean, trying to see, there's going to be at minimum.
Oh, you know when Cloud9 drew mad? Nisky said, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to knock Cloud9 out of Worlds." Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No.
As his jungler and as the top laner is Chasey. Holy shit.
Yep.
Cloud9 just typed ease.
Okay. Hope that they'll come back and bite him in the ass like some other team that's no longer in Worlds or never made it to Worlds.
Yeah, guys, remember Licorice? Licorice said there's honestly no world or universe we lose to BDS.
Guess what? There was no universe where you ever made it to Worlds. Odegaard still hasn't made it to Worlds. How Chris Brown said about how you gonna be mad from outside the club? You can't even get in. that line still hits, man. How you gonna be mad from outside the club when you can't even get in? Oh my, that Chris Brown line is just so hilarious. Oh my god.
Nisky here right now. So if he tries to delete this shit, Nisky, we got your ass right here. Because he drew Cloud9. Come here, Cloud9. I'll send you home. This guy is sending us home. A guy in fucking jump shorts. Oh shit. Oh God. But that's the thing, is that might be the most fun matchup of the day, but also has big implications because those, I promise you guys, those are the matches where you realize when you're out, if you could have won that one, that could have made or break you actually going to the next round. So honestly, if you're a team where you know you're going to face the harder competition later on, and that's usually how NA's teams have it for these world championships, you need to win automatically. You need to just win these games. Like, I know I know NA doesn't really have any hope right now, and I don't really believe in these teams either. But go out there and play your best. Pretty much all we can hope for, right, guys? All right, so I'm gonna have to go to my next podcast soon. I'll just wait on the guy to hit me back. But like I said before, guys, I'm gonna go to my Anchor account again to show you guys one more time. If you guys made it to the very end of the show, where you guys can watch the Cloud9 podcast, like the only other way to really get it up onto Anchor, I figured out another way. This is what I do. I can get the episodes, put them into YouTube, upload them unlisted, and download them from that way. Would that work? I'm pretty sure that would work, right?
Yeah, it should work.
That's the problem. You know what the problem is with that? You have to sit there on the YouTube tab, wait as they process, and wait until they process, and then download them, and then upload them straight to Anchor. So yeah, guys, I literally have one more way, and then outside of that if that doesn't work, then we're screwed. But I'm gonna try and free up space, so I'm gonna have some freebies in the StreamYard one right now. But outside of that, I'm gonna try and get the Iron Man Pockets episodes up on YouTube, on Anchor, so maybe they can distribute all. But in the meantime, while I'm figuring out ways of getting the Iron Man podcast out on Anchor to be distributed to all the platforms, okay, so even if you're not on Anchor, let's say you're on iHeartRadio, let's say you're on Spotify, let's say you're on anything, doesn't matter. You'll see my profile page.
Yep.
See my profile page, hit where it says see more, copy and paste this Rumble link, okay? If you're on mobile, like I mentioned earlier in the show, doesn't matter. Paste it, hit enter on your phones or your keyboards or whatever, and you will find the Iron Man podcast here on Rumble. There you go. All the episodes right here. And this is technically temporary until we can figure out a way to get the show up on Anchor. And that's probably the only other way we can do it, which is basically me uploading the episodes unlisted to the YouTube channel and then downloading them from there, because the only way to really get them is to have it go through YouTube.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm going to check my StreamYard library, and I'm going to put an episode out unlisted, but I need to see if it actually goes through. So if it goes through, then I could obviously see how it goes. I'm going to download one of our one of our TCG podcasts. Actually, we did an hour one a while ago. That was like episode 21. I'm going to download that, and I'm going to see if it goes through. If that goes through, holy effing shit! Because like I would download them through Rumble, but it's not letting me. Do you know how that is? It just keeps saying connection error. Like, what? I can't get them through Twitch because Twitch, the specs on their videos are different. So can't have that right now. But yeah, anything else you want to say, man, before we close out? I'm just waiting on this other guy to come. That's it.
Just want to talk about Prince leaving FlyQuest. That was my
yeah, sure.
thing. Yeah, I wasn't too surprised.
Me neither, honestly.
I think FlyQuest really just screwed themselves this year. They had a good AC, they wasted them. They just kept screwing themselves by putting in support they already had down in the minor league system. Brought this new one up, wasn't good, or it just didn't fit. And by the time they were able to try to fix everything, it was just too little, too late.
Yeah, they tried to pair him up with a support that was better mechanically, but honestly, they had already hit gold with Winsome.
Yeah.
Once they screwed that up, that you could already tell was the writing on the wall for the beginning of the end. And that, which is crazy, because that happened in spring finals, and they found no other way to fix their roster, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's just weird. So for that one with Prince, I would just say, yeah, he made the right decision. Just leave. Just if you want to salvage your career at this point, just leave. Because I wouldn't stay with that work. I would just get out right as you can. You know, because I think honestly, the way that they treated Winsome and the whole situation with their roster, and I get it, it's one of those things where maybe sometimes things just don't work, but they really, really fumbled badly, you know? I think some of the guys will still be on other teams coming into like next year, but I think the roster as we know it right now is, Song is gone, who was their head coach. People forgot last year he won with DRX last year.
Yeah.
Song is gone. Vikla is gone, and Prince is gone as well. So that's who you have gone right now. And if people thought Prince was a really good ADC, I don't know who's gonna be replacing him, because we know like some orgs are having like money troubles right now. I don't know which ADCs you go out there and get, and we don't even know who they're keeping either. Like, is Vulcan staying? Is Impact staying? Is Spica staying? We might just see a whole new FlyQuest roster in general. You know, that's what I'm assuming coming up. But the LCS is gonna look really weird coming up this year. I think we're about to see some ass jank rosters.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, spring's usually just a testing ground for just shit fumble roster.
Yeah, because half these fucking teams don't give a fuck about MSI. That's the thing. It's like
even though Riot made it, hey, there's 2 teams that can go now. You know, you can get that international experience for your team. But the problem with League in general is the patches and the meta, they change constantly. And that fucks things over too. Well, we had a great episode today. Thank you guys for coming to watch. Ziak, last question, then we'll head out of here, which is, honestly, after how terrible Golden Guardians did, that shit made me have zero hope for all of the other NA teams. Can't really disagree with you.
I can't really disagree, but my biggest thing is we knew. I've been looking back at it, and I gotta admit, Golden Guards probably throughout the whole year. They got lucky in the spring. They did. Because look at every team they beat in the spring and tell me where the fuck they are now. 100 Seas is a freaking shattered mess. And it started.
Yeah, like a lot of the LCS teams.
It started in the spring.
Right,
EG blew up their whole fucking roster after that, and then got better and worse at the same time. And who else? And FlyQuest too. We just talked about FlyQuest. We just talked about how he brought back Winston, but was too little, too late.
IMT doesn't even count. Let's just say that.
Yep.
IMT don't count for anything. Actually, it's just shit.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
TSM was literally just playing for the last year. It's like
TSM they were just phony in the last year. They just kind of want to have things on players on minimum salary to get themselves a little bit of profit left, so they could just kind of at least go out of LCS breaking even. At least just split, not the other years they went to.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, they let Maple go and try to grab Ruby. Okay, that already you're like, okay, and then they had Insanity right there. They've already scrimmed with this guy. They would know how good he was, and they still chose to go with Ruby. And then they didn't play Ruby at all. They just chose to play Insanity. So now you just have this other guy who thought he was going to play on a starting roster. Not even, he got 3 games to play, but like he thought that spot was his. They brought him over to be their starter, right? He had the visa issues, and now he's not their starter at all because of his visa issues, and he couldn't get here in time, so they played Insanity. When in reality, if they knew Insanity was somewhat what they needed and was a decent mid laner for LCS standards, they could have just played that guy. That's how you can tell TSM was phoning it in with doing shit like that, man.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my god. And then Maple realized, I'm getting off this sinking ship. Woo! Going back to overseas, doing my Wang Chong Ching on this.
You stupid.
But yes, thank you guys for watching. We're gonna try and have some, hopefully, after what's the day the stage is going? It's on Thursday, right?
Yep.
Hopefully that we'll be able to have an episode that Thursday night. I don't think so. Hopefully.
Probably.
Maybe. Because let me see when the episodes. Let me see when that day is actually happening.
It'll be Wednesday night into Thursday morning.
You're right. Wednesday, 10 p.m. That's when they start.
Yeah, because you're 3 hours behind me. Because
Right.
Yep. I won't. No. I'll be at home. I can watch the first 2 or 3. I have to. So that's payday Thursday. That's me. I have to be up early.
So I want to try and see if we can have a episode that Thursday night going into that Friday. We can't because the time we would start is when the games start. They start at 10 p.m. actually. That's the biggest problem this year with Korea. They start early, late-ish. All the games start at 10 p.m. Some start at like 12 a.m. Some days have it 12 a.m. So we'll kind of play it by ear. We can kind of squeeze it in potentially, maybe, probably not. So next time you guys hear us is going to be on Sunday when we have to recap. Oh Lord, just a whole lot of league, just a whole shitload of games we're going to be talking about because we can't have an episode till Sunday. That means we're recapping games from this Wednesday all the way until Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of league to watch, but it's fine too.
The best thing I can say is would you be able to be free Friday night, Saturday morning?
Pretty much.
That'd be the only other way. That'd be the only way. We can recap the first 2 days.
Yeah.
And we'll break it down and make sure it's no longer than an hour 45, hour 50. We'll break down each matchup.
Because aren't you don't you we could do an episode like at 9 my time, right? Because you get home about 9 my time, right?
Yeah.
Like if we start, so let's say on like it'd be Thursday going in. Literally, it'd be Thursday night at 9 p.m. We would have to start it then, or we could do it Friday night, as you said. It'd be the best time to do it is Friday night because on Friday night going in, it starts at 12 a.m. actually.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what we'll do. The Thursday night going into the next day, we'll do an episode then, right? That makes sense. Yeah. So Thursday night, 9 p.m. PST, we'll do another episode because we're talking about that's a lot of days to recap the league. But at least that'll mitigate us having to do a lot on Sunday. We're talking about all the teams, everything ended up happening, you know? All right, yeah. So that wraps it up for this week for the Cloud9 podcast. Thank you guys for watching so much. Like I mentioned before at the beginning part of this episode, if you want to watch the Iron Man podcast right now, while we're still trying to figure out how to get it up on, Spotify for podcasts, which is just Anchor.fm. In the description, so on any of the websites it's on, you just click the description where it would go to my website. The website itself is going to lead you to the Rumble channel anyway, but if you can't find it that way, copy and paste the Rumble link into the search bar, hit enter, and you'll find the Rumble channel. You can get the Iron Man podcast. But like I mentioned before, just hit the little website icon that we're going to have on any platform. It's going to look different. Hit that, and you can automatically get to it as well. But yeah. Anything else you want to say, man? Any other videos you're dropping, actually?
Besides the 2 pre-releases back to back, I got 2 video or couple. I'm gonna try to do the Sacramento one today. I'm gonna wait till the top 8 deck lists come out, talk about those. I got a video coming out not tomorrow, but Tuesday about top 5. Was it just top 5? Was it Pokemon tools to have a Charizard deck for those playing Charizard? And I got another one, but I can't think of it at the moment. Oh, I still got to do the why I'm not playing Yu-Gi-Oh right now, and that one's actually gonna be a little longer because I just been looking at the meta. I'm like, I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna come back and actually full time play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like come back in full force, yeah.
Because I'm looking at the format now is Tyranid just ruining everything again. I'm like, with Unchained, I was like, oh my god, I don't want to play this fucking format. It's like I left. I do not want to play this fucking format for the life of me. It's like, yeah, that's the other video. And that's a rant that's gonna come out for a while. That's mean.
No, I thought we could coordinate a video talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh issues too.
No, of course. Just let me know when you're free.
Also, on coming up on the TCG podcast that we're going to be doing. The TCG podcast, I'll tell you guys right now, obviously going to be on Rumble. The Iron Man podcast is going to have that. The day that I'm thinking that we're going to do is just going to be this day. So it would be like 8 p.m. PST. Yeah. Was what I'm thinking about, you know? And on the TCG podcast that we're going to do, which is the Iron Man podcast, we're going to go back eventually to doing the Pokemon market watches. So that way, like, Chaz could obviously upload that to his channel right there. We'd be doing it right then, right? And I could just upload it to, mine as well. So 1 week we'll do like a Yu-Gi-Oh! One week we'll do a Pokemon one. Really just depends on what we're feeling that week. We'll probably start with the Pokemon one, so that way that Chaz could have it up that week on his channel if anything big's gonna happen too. So yeah, got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Thank you guys for watching on the podcasting platform so much. Thank you guys. It means a lot. Wherever you are at, there might be other places this show is still at. But wherever you're watching on Audible, Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, thank you so much. I will try and get you guys the Iron Man podcast. I'm trying. People know I've been nonstop talking about how to try to get this up. I'm trying, but technical difficulties. And then I've been having sex with my wife a lot. I've been pounding her out, blowing my load in her, pulling out slowly.
Just worry about getting videos up, man. You don't need to be blowing out your wife's back.
What do you mean?
You let me blow out your wife's back about that.
You're trying to blow up my ex's back?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna put a baby in there. What you talking about, man?
All right, so I'm sorry for any of the mothers that are listening to this when they're driving in a van. Imagine a mom just heard that in her van driving her kids to school.
Hey, man, I'm trying to make an honorable woman out of her.
Me, not me.
Put a ring on her finger and put a baby in her stomach.
The baby out. I'll suck the cum out of that.
Yeah, see.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
You talk about mama hearing this in the van. You talk about doing that. I'm talking about. Try to make a black Mexican baby, and motherfucker's gonna be a good boxer and soccer player.
Make a Blaxican? See you guys later. Have a great night, everybody.